When listening to my videos, I'm sure you're like, oh, how is this guy not mentally ill after going through all that? How is he handling that? Well, it's because I went through 15 years of handling it. I've had priests help me, religion help me, therapy help me, different types of organizations, and I've helped other people who have struggled in the same way. So, with all that, I've been able to move past my abuses. My mother doing terrible things like ODing me and then I lose my nervous system for the rest of my life, having stomach issues for the rest of my life, getting smacked around, getting the medications being mixed around, getting my mother to drug me on certain times when she wanted to get her way, trying to make me drowsy because she wants to watch her own show, or just crazy stuff, or giving me pills before my adoption so I pass out and I'm lethargic, and just all different types of crazy behaviors. Well, thank God I got the help I needed for that. And I'm over it. I've forgiven her and I've forgiven my father. But he does need one more requirement. My father does need to have a conversation and he needs to accept this forgiveness. The forgiveness is ready for him when he wants to accept it. But there are some requirements like admitting that this is real, instead of running away. But, anyways, so that's good for me. But there are lots of other people, like you heard in the last video, that are going through this that need a support group. And seeing as I've moved on mentally from this, I could help with that. But I have physical injuries from it. You can't drug somebody with those type of pills for 15 years, have a mother OD you, give you opiates, give you Epicac punishments, a full bottle, have stomach issues, traffic all over the country. I mean, if you see pictures of me, you'll know. If you saw a picture of me at age 8, you'll just say, oh shit, that kid's sick. Nobody knew that. Nobody knew to help this kid when he looks like that. Yeah, I looked like I was dying at age 7, 8, 9. I just looked like a dying kid because I was. I was being poisoned over and over, and nobody wanted to step in. But, anyways, I at least got my mental health clear. I can think clearly. I can help other people, and I have forgiveness in my heart for people. But I do need the doctors to start working on doing actual life saving care. I do need them to do something other than drug and hurt me. Um, if I ask for a medication that might be helpful, like Zofran or antibiotics, that might be necessary. But other than that, I need diagnosis, testing. I need a real doctor to do a real job. I don't need to be over medicated. I don't need you to prepare to try to make sure I'm a recurring customer for the rest of my life. No, I'm already a recurring customer. I've already been made crippled. You already took a look at my engine and pulled a bunch of plugs out. So now I'm in New Hampshire, a different state that has nothing to do with the state that's acting like this. I've given my all. I've paid my taxes. During COVID, I was one of the only gas stations open all week long. While every other gas station was open, closed, open, closed. There was no buses, no taxis. Everything in town is closed. So we only got gas stations, grocery stores, and liquor stores. And most of the gas stations and grocery stores are having trouble. The grocery stores are underhanded. The gas stations are closed because they have no hands sometime of the week. But my store, I kept commerce going. If you needed to get someplace, you came and see me. You got what you needed. Why? I can't get Social Security. Not because I don't need it or I'm not injured. I'm 10 times more injured than anybody, that you can visibly see it. I constantly, every day, people go, you should be on Social Security. Why aren't you on Social Security? Oh my God, you should be on Social Security. Why aren't you on Social Security? Oh my God, you should be on Social Security. Why aren't you on Social Security? I get that all the time. The reason is because my mother and father lied, manipulated, and that has to be fixed. They lied and manipulated Social Security. Now, when I go down, that makes it harder for me. Anyway, so I need a doctor to help me. That's what I need. But instead, they want me to work and keep their town all good and going. They want my organs popping out. They like me crawling on the side of the road. I'm not kidding. My doctor had me crawling to go get a CT scan and didn't issue me a wheelchair or a cane. I'm the only man I ever known where a doctor has made him crawl on his hands and knees through town on a bus. And that affected my mental health because all my customers saw that. I wanted to break that doctor's nose when I got back. How dare you? How dare you make me crawl to get a CT scan on a bus? And after I've already been to the emergency room twice. So the emergency room said, you need to help me. You've now just played games, and now I have to crawl around town. This is how doctors treat their patients, like me, who go through this. I'm just a piggy bank to them. I started out at age 5, and they set me up to be a lifetime piggy bank. So now that I have kidney failure and problems with my kidneys, and I'm pissing black, and I'm shaking and seizing, and I'm crawling around my house, and I can't cook anymore on my stove, so I had to get a hot plate and cook on the floor. I can't quite get to the bathroom when I need to use it, so sometimes I end up pissing myself. Oh, with all that, and don't forget, if I can't get any food anymore either. I can't even make it to the bus stop, so now I don't get to eat either. And these doctors play games. How can we make some money off of him? Oh, he wants to come in and he wants a diagnosis? No, no. Can we just write him some pills and charge him? He doesn't want pills? Then we don't want to see him. When Zach wants pills, tell him we'll see him. Zach doesn't want pills? Why doesn't Zach want pills? He wants a diagnosis and he wants to get better? Why would a patient want that? Because I'm a normal freaking person who's hurt, who wants to get better. Please, please, when your patient has black urine coming out of his penis and he cannot walk, please, anybody listening, don't make him go crawl around town. It's going to affect his mental health. They did it to me, and I'm telling you right now, it affected my mental health. It is not okay to have your patients crawling around town.